Have you ever really wondered where your milk comes from? You might say, obviously from cows, but I want you to think again, because the truth is, it's simply not possible to meet the world's massive demand for milk with just the cows and other milk-producing animals we have. Right now, there are about 138 million dairy cows in the world. And naturally, a single cow produces only 1 to 5 liters of milk per day. That means, at best, we should be getting around 207 billion liters of milk per year. But here's where the dark story begins. Because somehow, the dairy industry still manages to meet global demand without any shortage. In fact, they're producing a shocking 552 billion liters of milk from cows alone. So the question is, how is it possible to have more than double the milk that cows can naturally produce? What are they doing to our milk? What are they feeding these cows? The answer will change the way you look at that innocent glass of milk forever. The truth is, modern dairy farming has turned cows into milk-producing machines. Through genetic manipulation, hormone injections, and unnatural feeding, a single cow now produces 20 to 30 liters of milk every day. That's nearly 6 times more than what's naturally possible. But you're probably wondering, what exactly are they feeding these cows to make that happen? Brace yourself. Cows are being fed chicken feathers, fish bones. Yes, you heard that right. These animal byproducts are processed into protein powder and fed to herbivores who are meant to eat nothing but grass. Why? Because it's cheap. Because it boosts milk yield. But at what cost? This is the hidden reality behind your so-called natural milk. But the manipulation doesn't stop there. Many cows are injected with a hormone called rBST, designed to boost milk production even further. Now, while the FDA approves this hormone, both the European Union and Canada have banned it because of serious concerns about the health of cows and the potential risks to humans. Yet, millions of cows in other countries still receive these injections every single day. But here's something most people don't know. For a cow to produce milk, she needs to be pregnant or have just given birth, just like humans. So how do dairy farms keep 270 million cows constantly producing milk? They force them into endless pregnancy cycles using artificial insemination over and over again, turning these animals into biological milk factories that never get a break. And what happens to the babies? Within just a few hours of birth, the calves are separated from their mothers, so that every drop of milk can go to humans, not them. These newborns are then fed artificial milk replacers, made from whey, soy, or fish meal powder mixed with water. Cheap formulas, completely unnatural for a baby cow. Meanwhile, the mothers cry out for their missing calves for days. What happens next depends entirely on whether the baby is born male or female. Female calves are raised to join the dairy herd. At just 15 to 18 months old, they begin their own cycle of forced pregnancy and milk production. But the male calves, they're often treated as waste. Most are sent to veal farms, where they're kept in cramped, lonely spaces and slaughtered after just 3 to 18 weeks of life. And the mother cows, they don't fare much better. They're milked multiple times a day by machines designed to extract every last drop. This constant milking leads to painful infection, like mastitis, a condition that causes severe swelling and suffering. Many cows are kept on cold concrete floors or in muddy, unsanitary lots. In the US alone, 60% of dairy cows are tethered indoors, unable to move freely. This leads to lameness, exhaustion, and a slow, painful decline in health. These intelligent, sensitive animals, who would naturally live 20 to 25 years, are slaughtered after just 4 to 5 years when their milk production finally drops. Their bodies, worn out from constant pregnancy, birth, and milking, are discarded like broken machines. So when you see the word natural on a milk carton, ask yourself, is any of this really natural? Is it natural to feed herbivores chicken feathers and fish bones? Is it natural to inject cows with artificial hormones? Is it natural to separate newborns from their mothers within hours of birth? Is it natural to keep animals pregnant their entire short lives just to keep the milk flowing? The dairy industry spends millions on marketing, trying to convince us that milk comes from happy cows grazing in open green pastures. But the truth is, 270 million cows are trapped in a system designed to squeeze every last drop of profit from their bodies. They live in confinement, they live in pain, they live in constant emotional distress, all so we can have cheap, abundant milk. But that cruelty doesn't end with the animals. It flows directly into us, because this isn't only about how cows are treated, it's about what ends up on our plates and in our bodies. Milk from stressed, hormone-injected, unnaturally fed cows becomes a foundation of so many everyday foods. Cheese, yogurt, ice cream, chocolate, all rooted in this industrial reality, but you have a choice. And millions around the world are already making that choice. They're choosing plant-based alternatives, not because they're perfect, but because they're better. Better for animals, better for the planet, better for our health. The question isn't whether you can live without dairy, you can. The real question is, now that you know the truth, what will you do with it?